This is a Sports Catastrophe production. Hey there, ho there, it's Jeff Carter. Welcome you to another Sports Catastrophe Birthday Boy. And the Birthday Boy to start September the 1st, is a very underrated NFL defensive legend. He would play 13 years as middle linebacker, 12 of them with Miami, 1 with Dallas. He was a legend for Texas Tech and was a unanimous All-American in college. 5th round pick in 96. Zach Thomas was great. 7-time Pro Bowler, 7-time first or second team All-Pro, lots of tackles, Defensive Rookie of the Year in the AFC 96, and part of the NFL 2000s All-Decade team. So he was rocking high in the 2000s. He was inducted to the College Football Hall of Fame in 2015 and not in the Pro Football Hall of Fame yet. Well, he's 48 years old, so hopefully he can be better. So he went to Texas Tech and actually was a finalist for the Butkus Award for Best Linebacker in 1995. It was good, all that. His brother Bart also played in the SWC. I think he played for Texas Tech too. I can't remember. But anyway, Thomas did well for the SWC in its final season as a conference, as the Southwest Conference would break up and the teams would be scattered. Some to the Big 10, the Big 8 that turned into the Big 12, and then some went to, I like to say Conference USA, but I'm not so sure. I think it's something like that. Anyway, Zach Thomas had a bad performance at the scouting combine. But Miami did pick him in the 5th round of the draft. He was the 18th linebacker drafted in the linebacker class that had Ray Lewis, Teddy Bruschi, Donnie Edwards, and Kevin Hardy picked. So it was hard with that. Thomas was the second linebacker the Dolphins drafted. The 4th rounder came from Baylor, LaCurtis Jones. Thomas was just basically a special teams guy. So Miami signed him to the contract minimum. But he rose up the depth chart and was the starting middle linebacker. And was still the starting middle linebacker to begin the season. What happened to the guy who he replaced? That was Jack Del Rio, who soon became a head coach of Jacksonville and a few other teams. So he would make his debut with Miami in the season opener against New England. He would do well. He actually had pick 6 November 96 against the Houston Oilers when football was still in Houston at that time. So he looked good. He was an all-rookie selection. Sadly, though, his luck would end. In the 97 preseason, he fractured his fibula. He came back in week 4 and did very well. Miami would get to the playoffs, but unfortunately lose to the New England Patriots in the wildcard game. So Zach Thomas still played his heart out. He got the Dolphins to the playoffs in the 98 season. They beat Buffalo in the wildcard game and then would lose to Denver in the division round easily, 38-3. Zach Thomas got a 5-year deal February 13, 1999. In fact, it made him the highest paid Dolphin, passing Dan Marino. Thomas made it to the Pro Bowl, his first Pro Bowl. And Miami would, in fact, go to the divisional round against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Unfortunately, that was the 62-7 game that Jacksonville romped Miami. So, yeah, terrible. Jimmy Johnson would step down after that loss to Jacksonville, and then Dave Wannstedt became the coach. Thomas, unfortunately, would get injured and missed 4 weeks. But basically, Zach Thomas was Miami defense personified. I know you could say the same about Jason Taylor, but, Zach Thomas was pretty good. All that. Thomas seemed to be pretty good and all that. Thomas had problems in his final season with Miami in 2007 because of migraine headaches. After that 2007 season, that was 1-15 for Miami, he decided to, Miami said that they had to release him because he was not in their long-term plans. So Dallas, New Orleans, and New England all were fighting for him. I would have loved to see him in New England, but he went to Dallas. 1 year, $3 million. It surprised Dallas fans because he didn't have the experience or the size to play in the 3-4 defense of the Cowboys. But the Cowboys would trade Akin Aladele to Miami to clear space for Sept Thomas to be the inside linebacker. He did decent. And as an unrestricted free agent, he decided to sign with Kansas City for a 1-year deal. Unfortunately, he was released before the season started. Zach Thomas actually got signed to a 1-day ceremonial contract to retire as a Miami Dolphin. So he did pretty well. He was part of the All-Madden team in '98, which was pretty good. Yeah, only 2 linebackers in the Hall of Fame, currently in the Hall of Fame with more combined tackles, Ray Lewis and Junior Seau. So I guess, I don't know. Well, he's got 1,090 tackles in his career, 184 games played in 13 seasons, as I said. 4 pick sixes, 2 of them in '98. The funny thing is, Zach Thomas's younger sister was married to Jason Taylor, and they have 3 children. Well, Zach is married to Martiza Thomas. So that's all I can say about Zach Thomas. He was pretty good and very underrated. Get him in the Hall of Fame, please. Anyway, I'm Jeff Diamond. Adu.